Hello, everyone. It's Desi, and it is still National Women's History Month. Yes, it is. And I am still reading picture books about amazing African American women. And I would like to introduce you to two wonderful African American women who had a flair for fashion and creativity. The first book I would like to share with you is Miles of Style, Eunice W. Johnson and the Ebony Fashion Fair. It was written by Lisa D. Braithwaite and illustrated by Lynn Keynes. So Eunice, from a young age, really loved being well put together. She liked dolls. She sold clothes for her dolls. She was always the most fashionable student. And even after she got married, she and her husband created the magazine Ebony, and she wrote the style section of Ebony. So as the magazine gained popularity, a nurse approached Eunice and said, "Hey, how do you feel about putting on a fashion fair? Because we need to create money for this charity at the hospital." So Eunice said yes, and she goes to Paris, which is the fashion capital of the world, and convinces Parisian designers to send their hottest creations back to America. Now, this was in 1963, so she's really a trailblazer. So she puts on the first fashion show and is so successful that other states and cities want the fashion fair. Now, it goes on to become even more successful, even spawning its own makeup brand. If you want to learn more about Eunice's journey, you're going to read Miles of Style, Eunice W. Johnson, and the Ebony Fashion Fair. The next title that I would like to share with you is Holding Her Own, the exceptional life of Jackie Ormsey. Is written by Tracy N. Todd and illustrated by Shannon Wright. So Jackie Ormsey, when she was young, loved drawing and creating. And she took that passion into the field of journalism, where she covered, of all things, boxing matches. But she knew that was not exactly what she wanted to do, and finally convinced the editors at her newspaper to allow her to create her own comic strip. So the first comic strip was Torchy Brown, who was a young African-American woman who was doing great, fantastical things. And so Jackie got married and her husband worked at this black hotel. And Jackie thought, what this city really needs is something to uplift people and make people feel great. Let's put on a fashion show. So she does. But not only does she create this fashion show, which gives African American people the experience of the high life, it also helps her create Patty Jo. So Patty Jo is a young girl who's also a social commentator. So Jackie, of course, is the voice of Patty Jo, but she's talking about the things that affect African American people. If you want to learn more about Jackie Ormsey, you're going to read Holding Her Own, the exceptional life of Jackie Ormsey. Well, I hope you're well. I hope you're safe. I hope you're doing something good for yourself and for others. I hope that you are celebrating National Women's History Month. I hope that you are celebrating African American women. I hope that you are well, safe, and secure. Thank you so much for listening.